So later, we'll be catching up with Nasheed artist and CEO of Halal Beats, Salams, as well as a performance from one of his choirs. Now, frustrated with the lack of resources around halal background tracks, and my next guest set about creating a platform that provides content creators with a diverse range of vocal soundtracks. He is head of music, media and choir at Fleek Education, sharing his skills with primary school kids. It's none other than Salams. Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Good, alhamdulillah.
It's a Friday. We're happy it's Friday.
It's a Friday, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So Jummah Mubarak too. How did Halal Beats start?
Coming from a musical background in my family, you know, my granddad being a musician, me becoming a music producer from such a young age, you know, by the age of 9, but before that, So like before that, let me take it back a little bit. So before that, I was playing instruments, you know, I started off, my first instrument was like a violin, went on to the trumpet, and then, I just started falling in love with instruments because it was always in my family. And I continued that, and became like a music producer at like 9, and then I started playing around with the computer and, you know, keyboard and putting all these sounds together and stuff like that. So I enjoyed that and I loved it, you know, because it was all like technical, and I enjoyed that. I do love playing instruments, but that for me was like different, you know, because it was more new, you know. So I did that for a while, you know. I worked with a lot of well-known artists, producers that are around today. So I gained a lot of experience being around these people, you know. So then I kind of like had a bit of a break, and I was introduced to Abdullah Rowe. Now Abdullah Rowe has been my mentor. Now he is a well-known nasheed artist, and he took me under his wing. So I followed a lot of his footsteps on how he did things, because this whole Muslim music industry was very new to me, you know, and it was somewhere where I was leaning towards and just, you know, having a peek into. So, I worked with Abdullah Rowe, and he was very strict on vocals, you know, like everything was like vocal only and stuff like that. You can have a deaf.
I've met brother Abdullah Rowe, and mashallah, just such a fantastic brother, such an amazing nasheed artist as well. And so, definitely, he did the soundtrack for one of the Islam Channel shows as well, which I was really happy that he did that.
Yeah, but mashallah. So like we worked together for years. Like this is me, like from when I was 18. Now coming back to the question, like over years I kind of like learned how to produce vocal only beats, because I was using instruments and stuff like that before. So I was like, let me put vocals together now. And that's where I got my experience from. So I must have had it, I was offered a job creating videos for a Muslim community. Now creating videos for a Muslim community, the type of content that I was creating, you know, it was like normal content, but then when it came to the sound, that's when I struggled, you know, as a content creator, as a videographer. I was like, you know, and I felt like, right, I'm always using stuff that's been rinsed out, like the typical nasheed kind of backing vocals that you find maybe on YouTube or something like that. So I was always using them. So my content was just not looking as great. So I knew straight away there's a gap in the market. And this is where I thought, right, I'm gonna start writing ideas down, because I can do it, and I've had the experience with it, and I've worked with a lot of the brothers, you know, that are in the nasheed industry as well. So I thought, you know what, it's got to be done. You know, it's got to be done, and I have to, you know, put my foot down and just go for it. Okay, so I had this idea written down.
In your book, because you were right, you had a little book outside the studio.
Yeah.
You got your little books and you're constantly doing stuff.
That's right.
Mashallah,
Yeah,
yes.
so I'm always like anywhere, everywhere. I write ideas. I
Yeah.
gain ideas from anything and everything, you know. So I write it down before I forget it and move on to the next idea.
Exactly.
So yeah, so I had this idea. I was like, okay, cool. And then COVID came.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going a few years forward now. Before that, I did some nasheeds and stuff like that, so I was producing my own nasheeds, so I had the experience producing vocal-only beats for my own nasheeds and stuff like that. So just...
There's a lot of passion there.
Yeah.
You know, mashallah, it's just already creating your own content and then working towards your idea now.
Yeah. So like, I was building up, and it came to a point where COVID happened, and I think the world stopped then.
Yeah.
I think my normal routine, everyone's routine just stopped. So it was like, right, let me think of what to do. You know, I think we had some time. I mean, there was lockdowns and stuff like that. So I was like, right, I can't just sit here and not do nothing kind of thing. Like, I've got to do something, you know. And this is at the beginning where everyone was just like, stay home, stay away.
Yes.
So I was like, I've got to do something. I can't just sit in my room and not do nothing, you know. So this is where I pulled out my idea books, and then I went into the ideas, and I was like, right, vocal-only soundtrack platform, let's do it. Okay.
Interesting.
And that's where it started, and I spent a whole year, day and night. I built an amazing team, and I love my team. They're very supportive because they're still here with me today. They're supporting. They're around the world at the moment. They're probably watching. But yeah.
But that's the good thing about, you know, getting artists these days is that, you know, from the comfort of your sofa, you could just access artists all over the world.
Yeah.
And, you know, create this platform, which is a genius idea. But how did you even start? Who did you think, okay, I want this person on my team? How did you come
in
about
terms of
that?
team, it was hard. Like I've always been into.
And even using your platform, who did you think, okay, I wanted that person to be using my platform?
So when it comes to choosing members of my team, now I've always liked to learn things and new skills. Now I've learned the skills, and I'm like, right, I can, you know, make it a job, you know, or I can make it a business, but I don't know about that. So I needed to learn. So I met up with people. I you know, spoke to a lot of people, and I managed to gather a team. This is after years and years and years of having people come and go, and I finally found the right people at the right time.
Yes.
You know, with the same passion, you know, the same belief, the same, you know, love for what we were creating together, you know.
Yeah. Because I believe, sorry, I'm going to, because we've got some pictures of, and we're going to have a look at the pictures, and you can talk us through the pictures, because I think pictures always have 1,000 stories, and there's always something behind it. Mashallah, and there it is. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm there.
Right here in this studio. Is it
I think that was the one in Liverpool. Liverpool.
Oh,
Street.
okay. So what's happening here? Who are you with?
So this is when I literally just started. This is when Abdullah Rowe took me under his wing, and I started making singles, and I was involved with a lot of nasheed work then. And Abdullah said, "Look, I need you on this song." And
Well,
I
mean, I'm not going to name names, but I want you to name the names. Who's with you right there, over there in the picture? It was.
Yeah, so
it was, you had
it was Khalil Mohammed.
Yes.
Apache
UK. Yes, I interviewed him myself. And
I think Muslim Bilal, Faisal Salah,
and Hassan Rasul.
Omar Is.
No,
okay.
No, but
so
you've done really well, mashallah. And we've also got another picture as well. Mashallah. That was a really good memory test, by the way. There is a Muslim Bilal.
10 years ago. Yeah, so that was when we actually started recording the song in Acton Studios, you know.
What does it mean to you when you're like working with these artists who have been, you know, worked in the industry for so long and are quite established?
Like, you have the same passion, you have the same kind of like goal, and then when you meet those people, you're sharing that energy together, and I feel like that's so special and it's so powerful, because you get on and you're like creating ideas together, and then you're creating plans, and then you're creating solutions, and then, you know, next thing you know, you've got singles together. But for me, just meeting artists and, you know, meeting these like-minded people, and you know, is truly amazing and inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely. Just learning so much from your peers, and they become your mentors, mashallah.
Exactly,
and,
yeah.
you know, I mean, did you just go up to your parents and said, you know, I want to become a singer, I want to become an artist?
Yeah.
How did they react when you told them this is your choice in Korea?
My dad, like, my mom, like, my granddad's, like, this is my mom's dad, like, he was a musician, so she could understand, you know, she was singing as well, and, you know, like, my uncles were doing it, and, you know, so music was everywhere in my family, so she could understand, you know, she just let me be. So my dad realized after a while, like, all right, the kid's got talent, you know, so I let him just be and just do his thing, you know. So he gave me that trust, like, you know, I took that, and yeah, I made sure, you know, I made something out of it to make them proud, you know,
Yeah,
and everyone else, and my family and my friends, and, you know, and, you know, they're inspired as well as I'm inspired by them, but we inspire each other, you know, to create these things, create these solutions, help people, you know, and it's not always for, you know, the money, it's for, like, seeing people's faces just glow up when they hear or see a solution that can help them, you know, and that's where I find the passion, and that's where I find, you know, what I
Maybe a
love for them.
collaboration with your mum?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting, isn't it? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, she's probably watching now
Mother and
thinking,
son.
yeah,
She'll thank me later. Honestly, I expect a soundtrack or something. But any tips for any budding artists out there that you can give them in their journey who are looking at you and thinking, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do?
Yeah, I mean, just follow your heart. I mean, always try things. I think, like, try different things, step out your comfort zone, try singing different songs, try rapping different songs, try playing a deaf, you know, try different things, you know. You never know where you could click with it. And once you find that click, I feel like you can then progress with it, and then move forward with it, you know, maybe create a business out of it, maybe just have it as, like, you know, just for yourself, or you can share it with people to teach, and you can do so much with it. So I always, you know, tell anyone that's interested in the fields that I'm in, just, you know, try it, take risks, and just go for it, you know.
Wow, thank you so much. That was actually fantastic advice, and it was so lovely having you here on the sofa, mashallah. But we leave you now with a United We Stand by Iqra Choir from Iqra Primary School, produced by Halal Beats. So.
When times are hard, we turn to you. When things don't go our way, we should fall and just pray and turn to you. It's never too late to turn to you. You saved me, you saved them, you saved us. You saved me, you saved them, you saved us. Even though the world doesn't feel the same, you give us strength to fight through pain. You give us time to find a day. You show us signs to find a way. Unite us together. United we stand forever. Hold on together. United we stand forever.
Our world is full of colours, let's just share the vibe. And what we can with each other, let's just share the light. Holding hands, let's make it work so we can see how bright we just stand together from morning to evening night.
You saved me, you saved them, you saved us. You saved me,